guys, welcome back to NOBARRIERSGROWTH. Now today, so many of you guys have asked, where can I find modest pieces? Where can I kind of find kaftans, abayas? How do I start a modest fashion run? So in this week, guys, I'm going to be literally covering modest fashion wholesalers here in Istanbul. And today, guys, we are at Shal, which is basically like a mixture of like Indian, Syria kind of designs. And come with me, guys, I'm going to show you some beautiful modest pieces. Welcome back to another video showing you guys some amazing modest fashion vendors. One of the biggest questions that people send to our team is, are there different styles of abayas and modest dresses when it comes to the wholesale industry in Turkey? Absolutely, guys, and today I'm going to give you more information about how you can find these vendors. Now, so many of you guys have asked me, how can you start a modest fashion brand? Where do I find really good vendors and wholesalers? As many of you guys know, I run my own successful modest fashion brand, and I love teaching women on how to find really good high quality vendors and wholesalers for modest fashion. Now, this is one of our first modest fashion vendors that I personally love. As you guys can see, the designs are absolutely gorgeous. I mean, guys, it's like 3 pieces, as you can see here. And for example, how many pieces per series?
Bir seride
four pieces.
4 pieces. So most of the series, or most of the items,
4 sizes, yeah.
4 sizes. And the series do vary from like 4 pieces to 5 pieces, from 40 all the way through to 48. Now, if you're looking for kind of more traditional kind of Saudi abayas, they also have these designs here, as you can see. And just kind of look at the details, guys. I mean, this is just really good details. Really embellished designs, as you guys can see here. Some have zips, and again, guys, as you can see, they start from small to medium to large and different kind of sizes. Now, if you are starting a modest fashion brand that is kind of catering mainly to, let's say, Muslim consumers, or those who wear hijab, this is basically where a lot of people are buying their abayas from. As you guys can see, it's kind of more plain, kind of black style abayas that you find in the more GC regions, like, Dubai. So basically the Gulf region. Sorry guys, there was some background noise, so I want you guys to hear me. So these particular styles, they're more focused on the Gulf regions. So again, a lot of people don't quite understand modest fashion as much as they claim they do. There are different abaya styles, guys, and different abaya styles will of course be targeting different regions. So for example, the Gulf regions, what they'll wear could be very different compared to what women in the Western markets will wear when it comes to the abaya. Most people in the Western markets want more plain, simple designs, where places like South Asia, for example, and also like the Gulf regions and even Iran, the styles tend to be a bit different. Oftentimes, people don't really understand how to launch abaya brands, so they'll come to Turkey and just buy abayas, but you can't just buy random abayas. You need to make sure you're buying abayas for your niche or target audience. And this wholesaler tends to specialize on 2 different niches that I'm about to show you right now. Now, one thing I love about this wholesale store, guys, they have different designs catering for different niche markets. So you'll find these kind of styles, guys, in Asiana magazine, guys, in the UK. And this basically starts from $60 wholesale. As you guys can see, this is very luxury material right here. They have different designs. Comes with like a zip. So just so you guys can kind of see. And as you guys can see in here, they have similar styles, so which are more luxury. And how much would this one be for wholesale, for example?
Wholesale, 75.
This one would be 75, but this has more pieces to it, guys. And this is their new season collection. Just so you can see, guys, the long tail and design is absolutely gorgeous. Now, one thing again, like I mentioned, guys, I love about Istanbul is that they have so many like different styles and designs. You can customize them. There are just so many styles that you can pick from, and they go from kind of more simple classics to more like high-end luxury pieces. I mean, guys, this is all hand stitched, and this is around 4 to 5 pieces per series. And again, again guys, most of them will have kind of different colours. So again, if you are just starting when it comes to like the modest fashion industry, you basically can find some really good wholesalers here that kind of range from anywhere between like the 30s, 40s and 50 regions. And you can also buy retail hair guys, which is really interesting. So these particular styles, guys, they're more focused on the South Asian market. So as you guys can see, this is very like the typical lace trim kaftan dress with the V-neck long sleeves. You know, these kind of styles, guys, as I mentioned, they're targeting certain demographics and countries. So as I mentioned, you might not find that these styles would appeal to some of the Gulf regions, but they would appeal to the South Asian market. I often say to people, stop looking at modest fashion as a whole, stop generalizing modest fashion, because there are different niches within modest fashion, and a lot of people who are launching modest fashion brands, they don't conduct research, they just tend to generalize modesty as a whole. As I mentioned, what people wear when it comes to modest fashion in London will be different than the GC regions, to South Asia, to even Malaysia, to even Indonesia. But again, if you're coming to Turkey and you're looking for modest pieces, you have to also make sure you're going to the right wholesalers that specialize in the abayas for your niche. So you might find in London, a lot of the Muslim women, we tend to wear just very plain abayas and kaftans, where in other countries, they like a bit of, I call it razzle dazzle, embellishment, right? So as I mentioned before, guys, when it comes to modest fashion, there are different wholesalers that specialize in different styles of abayas. And that's one thing a lot of people don't quite understand when it comes to Istanbul. So this is their second floor, guys. And again, I'm just showing you their styles. As you guys can see, it goes from more classical styles to more traditional styles. And what I love about this wholesaler, guys, they cover different like regions. So this might be, you know, more popular in other regions, like maybe here in the UK. Styles like Asiana magazine, and obviously the more popular styles. Absolutely gorgeous designs, guys. And then this gets a bit more traditional. So really kind of bright kind of colors all the way through, guys, to going now into like the more GC regions like Dubai, the UAE. So if you are somebody looking for this like very traditional clothing, modest wear, this is a really, really good wholesaler for you to come to. And as I mentioned, guys, I'm all about high quality, so they're a very good wholesaler. The quality is absolutely amazing, and a lot of their items are handmade. These are handmade designs. And is it every week new collections coming in?
New collection.
Every week they have new collections coming in, guys. So there's new styles. Wholesaler also has Telegram, Instagram, WhatsApp. You can connect with them, you can message them, and they will be sending you new styles every single week. And as you guys can just see again, the new style collections. I mean, guys, just look at the detail. The quality is absolutely phenomenal. It's very heavy material, absolutely beautiful designs, and you're usually getting around 2 pieces. So I hope you guys found this video really informative. As always, as you guys know, when it comes to modest fashion, I know everything about this industry inside and out, and I know a lot of you guys kept saying, but when it comes to modest fashion in Turkey, are they only solely focused on more traditional wear? No. So there are so many modest fashion vendors, guys, in Istanbul that have a wide choice of modest clothing that is targeting different markets. The problem is a lot of people don't know this. It's not being taught to people. I mean, I will say one thing about Turkey. They're not the best when it comes to marketing. Sorry, not sorry, but it's a fact. But guys, there are so many wholesalers in Istanbul that actually have modest clothing, and this has to be by far one of the best ones when it comes to quality. As you guys know, at NBG, we only focus on high quality vendors, and I know so many of you guys have been asking for these types of styles. So I hope you guys get some inspiration from this particular wholesaler to get your modest fashion brand off the ground. So that's it, guys, for this week's video. I hope you found it really informative, and I know so many of you guys have asked, how do I start a modest fashion brand? How can I find really good Abaya wholesalers here in the in Turkey? But guys, don't forget, there is going to be way more videos on modest fashion, how to find really good modest fashion wholesalers here, from Abaya'S to traditional wear to modest dresses. This is just one of many. Don't forget guys, all the information about Shal will be in the description box below. Don't forget to subscribe guys, and remember guys, you have a number of vendor lists you can buy from modest wear to fast fashion and so forth. That's it guys for this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll be back next week showing you guys more modest fashion wholesalers. Take care guys. That's it guys for this week's video. I hope you found it really informative as always, as so many of you guys have asked, does Turkey have different styles of modest clothing? Absolutely. There are so many different modest styles in Turkey. I think the problem is so many people are only showing you the kind of traditional ones, the typical ones you've seen from years back. But as I mentioned guys, when it comes to Turkey, there are different modest fashion brands that are targeting different regions, and you got to basically filter the ones out that are catering to your market. As I mentioned guys, if you're looking for more modest fashion wholesalers, you can check out our website. We also have a modest fashion vendor list that so many people have found helpful in connecting to the modest fashion vendors. Anyways guys, have a lovely rest of the week, and I'll be back again with fresh new content. Take care.